Test the prevailing winds by means of the windsock. Then choose the proper terrain and make sure the takeoff is clear of all obstacles.
Engine 2 is out! Goose, I'm losing control. I can't control it.
Welcome to Earth.
Alright, I bet you bitches are wondering where part 2 is, but we accidentally deleted it, and now it's January 8th, so fuck that, and we're starting a new episode.
Christmas isn't even that great anyway, so just move past it.
So, welcome to this week's episode. Last week we went to Star Wars Day at the Science Center, which was basically set up for little kids, but we didn't know that, so it was myself, my girlfriend, Gino and his girlfriend, and
just one of our work friends.
Yeah, so we all went, and you're supposed to go around and do this like quest thing, and they're supposed to have like Jedi lightsaber fights and all kinds of stuff. And Gino calls me out of the blue and tells me that they're gonna have this Star Wars thing, and so I'm super stoked. We're over at my girlfriend's family dinner, and so I come rushing up the stairs to tell her all about it, and I forgot she hates Star Wars, so I was like, little kid at Christmas telling her all about it.
Yeah, sure, Ryan.
Yeah, sure. Do we really have to go to this shit? So I told her all about it, and she was like, I don't really want to go. I'll stay here. I ended up talking her into going, and we ended up showing up, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, yeah, it's not nearly what I expected it to be, because I was thinking like Star Wars Night at the Science Center, like that's gonna be awesome. But
yeah, it was not Disney quality by any stretch of the imagination.
No, definitely not sanctioned by Disney.
They, I would say they advertised it, and the Star Wars Night was the little kids showing up as Star Wars, and they had a few people with like actual costumes.
The costumes they did have were pretty legit.
No, they were. But I was expecting like displays of Star Wars and stuff like that. They had like local artists come out with some like art prints and stuff like that, but
that was cool.
There was nothing like that really Star Warsy about it. Like the T-Rexes were not
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah, they didn't have the Leia buns or anything.
Yeah, the walkway between the what is it? The outside thing?
The planetarium.
Yeah, and then the regular science center. Like you walk through like this metal corridor. I was expecting that to be like spaceship themed or something like that.
Because it already has all the space stuff in it that's like going through the decades, and you think they would put some kind of Star Wars theme around it, but yeah, absolutely nothing.
No, but it's weird. Carrie Fisher, I guess, didn't die because we saw her there a few times.
There was a lot of Carrie Fishers there.
Yeah, back from the dead. It was a cool time. The lightsaber fights was actually just a group from the area that showed up, so I was expecting the Facebook video that's going around where people are like,
I haven't seen it.
They're like kicking ass. It looks like a fencing competition, but they show up with like lightsabers and they're just going at it. It looks like Phantom Menace.
I gotcha.
It's awesome. Well, that's what I was expecting, but no, it's just these bitch ass people out there like slapping each other with sticks. But
they had Jedi training in one of like the back rooms. Like they gave you the big foam swords and they taught you how to use it. And,
really?
Yeah, and you could go spar. But it was also like 5 and 6 year old kids doing it. Yeah, so not too many adults.
That's pretty cool.
I would have slayed though.
Dude, the Stormtrooper was pretty neat.
Those were cool.
They had the people walking around with like Stormtrooper outfits, and they had like the voice changer and stuff.
I was shocked that they had the voice changer and everything, because I mean that's like next level costume. I feel like
the coolest thing would have been to see Rogue One in the OmniMax.
I'm a baby and I don't like staying up late, so
dude, me either.
So that was kind of a bummer because it didn't start until like, well, I guess they had one showing at 9, but then they had another showing at like 11 or something.
Really? Did you guys stay after 9 o'clock?
No, we didn't.
Because they said they kick people out at 9.
Really? There was another Omnimax show later that night, but yeah, we weren't sticking around for it. And the one that we were looking at, the line was already like backed up around the building, so. Yeah.
But yeah, like so anyway, the quest you to kind of go around and take pictures of the different stations, but
it's a science center, so it was like some kind of like science clue, and it took you to one of the exhibits that they kind of made Star Wars themed.
By that, they put a picture of the Sith symbol in front of it and said Star Wars, and
essentially,
yeah.
But I mean, it was kind of like if you were a kid, I could see it being way cooler. I mean, the science center is kind of for kids. Children anyway, you know. But like they had the ball that you put your hand on and it makes your hair stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had all the kids standing there. Well, apparently, if you blow bubbles at that thing, the energy from the ball like pushes it all away. So there's
and you're inviting kids to the dark side, which is kind of weird.
Whatever. I mean, he showed potential.
For what?
The Force? I don't know.
The Force. That sounded a little questionable, but whatever.
My life is questionable. Okay.
No, but it was a good time. I'm glad we went.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was cold as shit that night.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it was.
Since then...
Parking was insane.
Was it?
Dude, yeah, you missed it, because...
Because you, double parked for me to get a spot?
I did, yeah. Well, because I drove around the main parking lot for what felt like a half an hour, and then there was
that's good, because it took me half an hour to get there.
Dude, it did. It was fantastic. So, drove through that, went to, like, this secondary parking lot that I didn't even know St. Louis Science Center had. It was full, too. So, we went over to the planetarium side, which is in Forest Park, and that parking lot was completely full. So, I went to a side street, and some dude just happened to pull out, and I pulled in. I U-turned in the road with like cars on both sides of me and cars facing me trying to get by me, and I didn't give a shit. I was getting that spot. Just, I mean, you did the same fucking thing.
Yeah. So I pull up and I got my girlfriend in my ear saying, "Oh, you gotta go down here, sweetie," and then turn around. I was like, "Fuck that shit." So I like just fucking U-turn in the middle of the thing. She's like, "You're gonna do like a 16-point turnabout." I was like, "Fucking cares?" Like I'm
that's what
not
I did,
driving
man.
all the way down the goddamn Forest Park to turn around. Fuck that.
No.
So I turned her out there. Dude, do you remember like speaking of like that sword fighting shit? Do you remember? I don't know if it was 8th grade or freshman year, that giant lair thing we did in the park.
Yeah. I didn't participate.
You didn't go?
No, but
I went. It was like 400 fucking people went to that.
That's
thing.
crazy.
Oh, it's dumb as shit.
That's a lot of people.
Because they played it like if you just touch somebody to like squat for whatever. So someone looked up lair. I don't know what it is, but essentially you go out there and you beat the shit out of each other with swords. Mm-hmm. Is that what it is?
I mean, there's
like role playing. I mean,
there's
we didn't do role playing, but we just did.
You just did just like the fights.
Beat the shit out of each other with sword. But like everybody made teams, which is stupid.
Yeah.
And then if you got like tapped with a sword, whatever. Mm-hmm. But then we invited like everyone there, so.
Because I remember like the whole high school was amped for it.
Oh, it was cool, kinda. Except like if you get hit in the back, you were out. Mm-hmm. So all you had to do was sprint around when people were
not paying attention,
tap in the back, and they're out. And then some people like held this like playground thing, and you couldn't get them. I just remember some bastard put like a metal pole and then wrapped it in foam, and I was fighting that kid and just beat me in the fucking shins with the metal pole, so that I fist fought that kid instead of actually playing. I remember that, and then I was out of there. I was fucking done. Because it was cold. We did it in the middle of the goddamn winter. I just got hit with a fucking metal pole on the shins.
Lair, Game of Thrones edition.
Yeah. Lair, go to prison edition.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Fucking pull up this guy's ass because he's...
Who takes a metal pole and just wraps in a little bit of foam and just says, "I'm gonna go fight my friends with it."
Yeah, just wraps the fucking pool noodle down the end of it, and they won't feel that.
No, yeah. Just swing it as hard as I can, but no, whatever. It'll be fine. We'll get over it.
Just break and splinter both your shins. Well, this fucking jackass at the park.
You signed up for it.
Yeah, hit me with a fucking pool noodle with a giant metal.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's why I didn't go to that. Mostly because everybody there was way too excited for it. So it's like,
it was kind of fun.
Not for me.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It'd have been fun with it, like, how you're supposed to do it with like 3 people.
Yeah.
You know, not 400 people and
just mass. You know.
Yeah, no like approval on weapons. Like, oh, you got a ball bat wrapped in fucking razor wire. You're
Lair, you know, let's go do it. Just get that kid on that team. Dude.
M16? Oh, you're on my team. I was like, oh, you're swinging it like a sword? Okay, that's fine. You got projectiles.
That's weird, but
yeah.
At least I know I won't die.
Yeah, you're on my team.
Get hit in the crossfire.
Yeah.
Just stand
it's like that popsicle commercial for the cigarettes where it's like laced in glass. You seen that?
I don't have TV.
You read about it then?
Yeah, I read about it.
Okay.
Read about that ad on TV about popsicles.
Oh my god, you need to invest in like TVs, light bulbs.
Dude, I just got a new...
You look like fucking Patrick Star under a goddamn rock.
Actually open the hatch and stick it out, so...
Light his shit. You like fucking regress. Oh my god.
It's alright.
Anyway, so there's this commercial where these guys like unwrap. It's like a popsicle factory, but they like lace it in glass, and it's like, why would you eat these? They like kill you.
Yeah.
And it's like cigarettes. Like, why would you?
I gotcha.
You know.
Yeah.
essentially the joke was everybody showing up with fucking swords laced with glass.
But I mean, if you had a popsicle laced with glass, wouldn't you just like melt the popsicle into like another container and then?
It was to show the problem with cigarettes, you jackass. Not
Yeah, but like you can't just like melt a cigarette and then get all the glass out, you know?
right. Or you just not to smoke the cigarette or buy the glass popsicles.
You expect me not to eat the popsicle? Like,
They taste good.
just melt it into another container.
Yeah, you expect me not to get lung cancer? What the fuck's the matter with you?
I just don't understand the analogy.
Right. Okay. Anyway, so people were showing up with like fucking. So you got pool noodle metal pole man.
Yeah.
And then you have other people showing up with the inside of wrapping paper tubes. So they
Not even
one whack and the page just snapped in half. You know. So needless to say, they were out in seconds.
They should have used a metal pole.
No, dude. Like when I was little, like me and my brother bought these like swords that had like a rubber pole in the inside of them.
Yeah.
And a wrap of foam. They would beat the shit out of each other with them. But like my buddy Tony would come over and we'd like use those.
Yeah.
So I took those, but they sting like a son of a bitch. So like you swing them and they'd like rubber band.
Oh.
So when they come back around, they just leave these giant welts. So like I'd swing it because I had like a bow staff one too.
Yeah,
but
you're
since
ruthless, so you're swinging
yeah,
it as
it's
hard
not
as
that
you
good. So I'd do like an overhead one so everyone would duck, you know, and then come around so people would jump it like that, that like whip it where you
Yeah.
like, you know, jump and then it'd come around. But since it was rubber, it would like bow. So they'd misjudge the jump and it'd just come whipping around, like just smoke these kids in the fucking legs.
Oh, man.
Oh, it was awesome. It was the most fun thing in the world. And I wore those. Somebody brought like my team bought like those MMA gloves from Walmart back when that fucking tap out thing was big. Where those were goddamn everywhere, and they were all like on sale in like a package. So all of us had gloves on our hands. So if you got hit in the hands, it didn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just fucking were slaying everybody.
Dude, that was so long ago.
Dude, it was awesome.
It would have been fun.
For Christmas, I guess we're gonna kind of include Christmas. My brother was trying to buy a lightsaber for my little brother, and we went and looked at those. Dude, they're cheap as fuck now.
Really?
Like not cheap, but they're made cheap. So you either buy these chintzy ones that are gonna break in 5 minutes, or you buy $150 one.
Like
They're
the really,
awesome.
like the replica ones.
Yeah,
those
or
are cool.
like the people at that science center thing, were like they were $500 ones because they're all made out of metal and real super hard plastic.
Dude,
I'd get one. That'd be dope.
Yeah,
like
man.
not like tomorrow, but like, you know, I'm making bucks off this podcast that we have 7 followers on.
Yeah, thank you, 7 followers.
Dedicated.
Appreciate the effort. You're carrying the team right now.
Yeah, for sure.
This is for you.
This is for you. As they all drop off and we have no followers tomorrow.
Yeah, and they're gone.
Follow us on Twitter at Tailspin_pod. But no, but it was pretty cool. It was something to do. But I haven't really done much of anything. I went and hung out with a couple of my friends the other night, and we played Texas Hold'em.
Dude, I love poker.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I've been, like, we're getting a new apartment, and I've already been tossing the idea around of, like, doing a poker night with just a few friends.
Dude,
just
I'd be in.
Just like a $20 buy-in.
That's a lot of bucks, but I'd be in.
Maybe a $10 buy-in.
No dollar buy-in, just play with the chips. You gotta pay rent somehow, I guess, so.
I mean, I could lose my $10. I'm saying, like, everybody throws in $10, and the winner gets all the money back, you know?
Fair enough.
So,
dude, okay, new plan. Hopefully they don't listen to this pod. We'll play together.
Okay.
So, we do $10 buy-ins. Okay. So, get chumps to buy in.
Okay. Just
and
people
then,
off the
have you
street.
seen Rounders? The movie Rounders?
No.
Alright, so it's got Matt Damon and Edward Norton.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, Edward Norton. And Edward Norton is like a card shark. Like they both play poker, but Matt Damon's really fucking good. Edward Norton like cheats, so like he like knows all these like good shuffles, or like he will play with Matt Damon, like do these things under the table. Like they play like as if they're not playing together, and like just win fucking fortunes. So we do that. So we like come into the game as if we're trying to screw each other. But, like, we have, like, these winks, so, like, rub an eyebrow or something, so you know, like, if I have something good or not, just, like, get the pot bigger, and we split at the end of the night.
Yeah, but I feel like at some point, we're going to get way too competitive, and it's going to be down to us two, and be like, okay, motherfucker, like, you're going down, I'm going to rub that eyebrow, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, I should probably
But
fold.
if it gets down to us two, we still split at the end. So there's, like, no... if it's a $10 buy-in, there's no going up in price. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No,
So either way,
no, I mean I get you.
it's not like NHL
Yeah.
where we're gonna be screaming pissed.
Yeah.
Or Halo, you know.
No, I guess you're right. But I also feel like it'd be way more fun
To not.
to not do that.
Oh, okay, never mind. To not leave every time making money and instead lose money sometimes.
I just wouldn't do that to my friends, you know?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You know, I just feel like the game would be better played fair.
Fair. Yeah. Fair.
Fair and, straight as an arrow.
Straight as an arrow. Got it.
Yeah.
No, but we played Hold'em, and I was like slaying.
Really?
And then yeah.
Because you had a friend that was...
No. Just because one guy kept saying, wouldn't even look at his cards. He just said, "I'll let the fate decide," because he was kind of drunk. So.
But that's the guy you want to play with.
Whatever the fuck that meant, and just kept handing me his money.
See, but if you get him to do a $10 buy-in, like, game over, you know?
Yeah, and then
10 more bucks.
my other friend kept playing super conservative, so anytime like he would go in, I knew he had cards.
Yeah.
And then Emily would go in kind of like balls of the wall, but I always had better cards than her, so I smoked her.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but
Both
it
win
was
in the
a
end,
fun
right?
time. So we did that, and then that was really it. That's all I've really done since the last time we've talked.
Yeah, man, not much has happened with me either. Like I said, we got that new apartment.
Oh, how's that?
I mean, good. We're hopefully moving in like next week, or at least starting the process. So that'll be stressful as hell, but whatever.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
At least you don't move that often, right?
Yeah, I mean, once every year or so. But
Is this one like a year lease or like a 2-minute lease, and you gotta move again?
no, this one's gonna be a year lease, and then we got this one with the idea in mind. If we need to stay,
We
have everything that we need. It's gonna be a good place to stay.
Cool.
I'm tired of grabbing places that are shitty and just being like, all right, next year. No, we're doing it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. No. Talked about buying a house next year too, but we'll see how that goes. Got to figure out where we want to live. And if I want to stay in St. Louis.
Dude, I just want to get done with school, and then I can figure out where I go from there. Oh, I got my substitute teaching license, so
That's
I can
awesome.
start school and stuff.
Hell yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about doing that, and I'm sure I'll have plenty of stories to tell.
Dude, I'm sure substitute teachers have the greatest stories.
Yeah, I'm sure, but no, I'm just excited to get back to work and stuff, and picking up some more photo jobs and stuff like that. And the wedding that I was talking about,
Yeah.
they like signed the contract, so I'm like
So you're officially doing that now?
officially doing that.
That's awesome,
So
man.
I'm excited.
Dude.
This week's been pretty short, but
Yeah, not much going on. We expected
short-
to have a whole Christmas section to throw in there, but
we had some technical difficulties and ended up losing the
yeah.
audio, so we apologize for that. But we'll release Gina Ass the Smelly Part 2
Next year, yeah.
next Christmas, and that'll be all about Christmas. So all 7 of you can listen in next year.
Well, see, the golden part is that you 7 will know that there was a part 1,
Right.
And the rest of the people, thank you, dog. The rest of the people.
Hopefully this dog's dead by Part 2. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no kidding. And I'm going to hell for
Yeah,
that.
and Peter will be on us.
Yep.
Cool.
And we're done. That's our podcast.
Yeah.
So, but no, you 7 will get the joke when it's part 2 a year from now, and the other people, if there are any other people, will just be left wondering. So
That's true.
You guys are in on the joke.
Nice. So we look forward to Part 2 in a year, and thanks for sticking around.
Yeah.
And we hope you enjoyed this week, even though it was short. But we'll probably be back next week with something a little bit more meaty.
Let you know how the move goes, and
Yeah.
hopefully, probably
And
more stuff
work and
going on.
everything else. So we'll see you next week.
Yeah. See ya.